welcome to section 2.4 notes, part 2. This should not surprise you, but I messed up on the video, and so I've already have this done, so we're just going to talk about what I did. Okay, so it says write an equation in slope-intercept form for the line that satisfies each of the conditions. So notice that I have m equals 3 over 5. Let me tell you how I got that. The reason they give us, so this is not there, so say this is not there. So here's a point, and we want it perpendicular to this line, The only reason they're giving us this line is because we need to look at this slope. Everything else is we don't care about. We are going to write a line that using this point, and there's something about this slope. So we learned in part 1 that perpendicular lines have opposite reciprocals. So if this line has a slope of -5/3, our new line should have a slope of 3/5. So I flipped over the fraction, and because this was negative, I made this positive. So now I'm going to use 3/5 and -9 and -3, and I'm going to write it in point slope form again. Again, you guys, the only reason that I care about this line is for this slope. So I need to know that this new line needs to be perpendicular. Perpendicular slopes are opposite reciprocals. So if this slope is -5/3, this slope needs to be the opposite, so it's positive, and it needs to be the reciprocal of 5/3, which is 3/5. Then what I did is I wrote it in point slope form. Y minus -3, because -3 is y1, equals the slope. The slope is 3/5. Again, it's perpendicular to this slope. Then x minus -9, x minus -9. Then what I need to do is minus a negative is a positive, minus a negative is a positive. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to write it in slope-intercept form. This is point slope form. I need slope-intercept form. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to distribute the 3/5 x to the 9. Y plus 3 equals 3/5 x, because 3/5 times x is 3/5 x. 3/5 x times 9 is 27/5, because 3 times 9 is 27. And I'm going to subtract this 3. Now, do you guys remember what I said? I need to make, why don't you guys tell me that you can't see it? You would if you were in class, I know. So remember what I said? I need to have this the same fraction, so 3/5. So how can I make a 3 so that it has a 5? So it would be -15 over 5, because 15 over 5 would be -3. So my final answer would be y equals 3/5 x plus 27 minus 15 is 12 over 5. And yes, you can leave it like that. Now, if you guys said, Miss Fleury, do we have to put it in point slope form before? No. So we're going to do the next one a little bit differently because I want to show you 2 different ways. So again, you guys, it passes through this point and perpendicular to this line. So this, the only reason we're using this is to find the new slope. Okay, so let's do the next one. I put it in point slope form and then I rearranged it. Now let's look at number 6. Number 6, again, I'm going to write it in slope-intercept form, but this time it's going through this point and I need it to be parallel. So this right here is the slope. So what I need to ask myself is, excuse me, you guys, what is the slope of this line that passes through this? Well, parallel lines have the same slope, so the slope for this new line would be 7/8. So you guys, what I want to do is up here I put it in point slope form. Down here, instead of putting in point slope form, because I know I need to put it in slope-intercept form, I'm going to automatically put it that way. So watch what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put it in this form, and instead of y, I'm going to write -10. Instead of m, I'm going to write 7/8, and instead of x, I'm going to write 4 plus b. So I'm looking for B. What does B mean? B means it is the y-intercept. So I'm going to leave negative 10. 7 times 4 is 28. 28 over 8 plus B. Okay. Now, I need to subtract this. How can I write negative 10 so it has an 8 at the bottom? These cancel out. So you guys, I'm just going to rewrite negative 10 as negative 80 over 8, because negative 80 over 8 is negative 10. So negative 80 minus negative 28 is actually negative 108. And do you guys feel like we should reduce that? Is that what you said? I think so too. So what is it? It will be y equals 7/8 because that's our slope. And then you guys, let's reduce 108. Now, 108 divided by 8, I don't want you to put a decimal because we started with a fraction, so it should be in a fraction. So let's see what we can do. And it becomes negative 27 over 2. Yes, you guys, you can leave it as an improper fraction. I don't care. You guys, that's two different ways. Now, it doesn't matter if it tells you to write it in slope-intercept form, you're going to have to write it in slope-intercept form. So it doesn't matter which way you're going to do it, and you're going to have to get used to working with those fractions. I know you don't like fractions. A lot of people don't. But so 5, I used point slope form. I put it in point slope form. I did the distributive property. I moved it over. And then number 6, I just automatically I just plugged the points in to find the B. It's really up to you how you like it. You guys, my favorite way is point slope form, but other people like 6, so I'm leaving it up to you. Pick one way and stick with it. You guys, pick one way and stick with it. Okay, I think that would be the best. Okay, so the last one we're gonna do is number 7. We're typing up some stuff, okay? So the first question is, write this equation in slope-intercept form. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, it kind of looks like it's in slope-intercept form, but you can't see that. But it's not, because slope-intercept form would be y equals mx plus b. So what we need to do is distribute. So I'm going to get y equals, you guys, I actually had to multiply this last night when I did this problem. Make sure I'm right. So I get 1,265 minus 55x. But you guys, that is not technically in slope-intercept form. So we're going to rewrite it. Y equals negative 55x plus 1,265. So that's part A. Part A is write it. So I used the distributive property and then I switched it. Oh, you guys can't see that. Sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay. Now identify the slope and the y-intercept. Okay, so our slope is negative 55 over 1. Our y-intercept is 0,1265. Yes, I want you to write it as an ordered pair. Please write it as an ordered pair. So let's talk about what this means, okay? That when we haven't started, we need to write 1,265 words. That's how many we have to type, okay? At 0 minutes, this is how many words we have to type. And this means that we're going down 55 words every time, all right? Because we're decreasing, right? As we're typing, we're getting less words to type. Now, it says, find the number of words you have left to type after 20 minutes. It says that X is the number of minutes and Y is the number of words you have left to type. So what we're going to do is y equals negative 55, and we're going to multiply that by 20. And then we're going to add the 1,265. Y equals, I'm pretty sure I did this, but you guys probably have it done quicker than I do. It should be negative 1,100 plus 1,265. When you add those, what do you guys get? I know I should know that by heart, but I want to make... So we have 165 words left to type. Can you guys see that? Nope, you sure can't. So I plugged in 20 because that's how many minutes. Y equals 165. So find the number of words you have left to type after 20 minutes. I have 165 words. 165 words. I have 165 words left to type. You guys, if they're asking you, you need to make sure you write a sentence, okay? So again, I had to, let's just zoom out a little bit. So the first thing is I wrote it in slope-intercept form. I distributed. So this means that I'm decreasing 55 words every minute. That's what that means, okay? Decreasing 55 words per minute. This is how many words that I need to type when I start. And after 20 minutes, I have typed... I've typed 1,100 words. I have 165 words left to write after 20 minutes. Again, you guys, when you go to write in point slope form or you go write in slope intercept form, pick one way. Remember, perpendicular and parallel, all you're looking for is what type of slope do you need? Do you need an opposite reciprocal or do you need the same? So again, I picked here, I rewrote a new slope because these are perpendicular slopes. Here, these are parallel slopes, that's why they're the same. So again, perpendicular, opposite reciprocals, parallel, the same. Pick one method, either put it in point slope form or put it in slope intercept form to find the final answer. If you have any questions, post it on updates. I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. And that's it. Have a great day, guys.